That morning, the sky above the foot of Mount Ungaran was clear. Cool air seeped through the dewy leaves, while the winding asphalt road through Banyu Kuning village remained deserted. This road, which a few years ago was merely a narrow, rocky, dirt road, has now transformed into an alternative route connecting the Sumawono hillside with the bustling tourist scene in Bandungan. The sound of an old motorcycle broke the morning silence. A man wearing a wide-brimmed hat and a shabby jacket slowly passed by. He was Mr. Mardo, a Banyu Kuning native who had known the ins and outs of this road since he was young, even before it was paved. Behind his motorcycle hung a rattan basket, filled with fresh vegetables destined for sale at the Bandungan market. For him, this new road was not just a route, but a lifeline. The Banyu Kuning Road through Bandungan is known not only for its function as a connecting route, but also for its breathtakingly beautiful scenery. To the right and left, stretches of vegetable gardens stretched up the hillsides. Pine trees stood in rows, enveloping the expansive views out over the valley. The air along this road is clean, free from heavy vehicle pollution. Only the occasional private car or small truck passes by, most of them local residents or tourists who know this route as an alternative to the main Semarang-Bandungan route, which can sometimes be congested during the holiday season. A sharp bend, nicknamed Belacan Lanjut by locals because it appears to penetrate clouds when foggy, stands a simple, tin-roofed food stall. The stall is owned by Mbah Per, an elderly woman who has been selling coffee since the days when this road was still muddy. She greets every driver who stops with a smile and a cup of hot coffee, sometimes interspersed with stories about tigers that once came down from the forest in the 1980s. Every corner of this road holds a story. Near a small bridge crossing a clear river, there is a large stone believed to be the seat of Kiai Merdo, a spiritual figure of ancient times. Many believe that anyone who sits on this stone facing west will find inner peace. Whether true or not, the place is always clean and tidy, as if guarded by an unseen force. As we approach Bandungan, the atmosphere on the road begins to change. Small stalls begin to appear, offering local snacks like tempe mendoan tempe, rabbit satay, and tahu petis spicy tofu. Along the roadside, several homestays stand, their buildings blending modern architecture with a rustic feel. The sounds of children playing ball in their front yards fill the air with life. Many tourists now choose a Banyu Kuning route for its serenity and the feeling of exploring a land above the clouds. Sometimes a thin mist descends slowly, making the trees appear like silhouettes from a fairy tale. Passing cars also slow down, as if reluctant to disturb the peaceful nature. One favorite spot is a small observation post overlooking the expanse of tea plantations in distant mountains. Many young couples and amateur photographers pause here to take pictures. The gentle breeze carries a scent of pine and wet earth. This spot is often used for pre-wedding photo shoots or simply for hanging out while sipping sachet coffee sold by local youth. The sun began to slowly rise from behind the hill. Golden rays of light slid through the pine trees and crept slowly onto the road. Birds began to sing, welcoming the morning with their chirping chorus. This area hadn't seen much development, so the sounds of nature still dominated, undisturbed. by the roar of vehicles and the honking of highway horns. Margot, who had been passing by on his old motorcycle, paused at Mbappur's stall. He lowered his vegetable basket, sat on a long wooden bench, and lit a critic cigarette. The aroma of cloves immediately mingled with the aroma of freshly brewed black coffee. They chatted quietly, occasionally chuckling, just like any other. Morning, we're passing through here now, Mbok. It's not like it used to be, Mr. Mardo said quietly. Yes, sir. I'm happy, but I miss the old days. When Jakarta's friends stop by, we'll be back in the tomato garden in the hamlet, replied Imba, smiling as she fanned the stove. Sipping coffee, Pak Mardo's gaze pierced the trees. In the distance, the silhouettes of Bandungan houses began to dimly appear. He knew this road wasn't just physical access, but also a bridge of hope. Young people from Banyu Kuning could now get to schools in Bandungan more easily. Farmers were selling their crops more quickly. New stalls were springing up, opening up new opportunities along this route. Not far from Mbapur's stall stood a small, zinc-roofed house inhabited by a bridal makeup artist. Her name was Mbak Ratna. She used to work in Semarang but chose to return home because she was tired of the hustle and bustle of the city. She transformed her parents' house into a small studio overlooking a cabbage and mustard greens garden. Every weekend, she received a lot of orders, as Banyu Kuning Street was now a busy road. I never thought this road used to be used only by cows and bicycles. Now it's so busy. Sometimes you'll see cool cars and teapots, then you'll just stop by the stall here, said Mbak Ratna to her friend, while arranging her makeup equipment. During the day, Jalan Banyu Kuning feels more lively. Cars from out of town begin to appear. Some stop slowly, rolling down their windows and taking pictures. There are also groups of trail bikes cruising slowly, enjoying the clean, fresh countryside. In several spots, residents deliberately sell their crops, such as corn, potatoes, carrots, or cut flowers. Everything is neatly arranged on wooden racks at the side of the road. Small children from the surrounding hamlets also take advantage of this opportunity. They sit under trees with small baskets of strawberries. Sometimes they wait for passing cars, offering them in low voices strawberries.